No problem with that one. That one got up there in the wind. Did carry a little bit, but he stayed behind the ball the entire time and made sure that his ball didn't get past him. If he needed to, he could step in and make the catch, and he made it look easy.
And the hero of game one will climb in, Riley Geiger. The second baseman will take a pitch at the knees for strike one. And the 0-1 pitch from Kendall, and a swing and a miss. A breaking pitch there got Geiger out in front, and it's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch and is fouled back.
Geiger was 1 for 4 in the first game, but obviously a big one.
And another 0-2, and that one misses high and away for ball number 1. Carroll gets their 10th win of the season in game number 1 today. And the 1-2 is hit high in the air into right field. Back it goes at the wall, and it's out of here. Riley Geiger stays hot from game number 1 and lines the ball into right out of the ballpark. And it's 1-0 Carroll.
Didn't we see something very similar to that about 40 minutes ago? Last one stayed in the park, was about 3 fence posts to the left. But that's 2 really good at-bats in a row for Riley Geiger after starting the day 0 for 3.
Fell behind 0-2 and then got the count 1-2 and crushed the ball into right field. And the Chargers continuing to hit it well today, as Rhett Swoverlin moves all the way up into the third spot of the lineup. He was in the 7 hole in game 1.
Hit the ball hard twice, had a double, and had a line out to left field.
First pitch to Swoverlin misses outside for ball 1 as Micah Kendall on the mound trying to work out of this first inning after giving up the home run. The 1-0 is inside for ball 2.
Swoverlin started the season very slow. He was 1 for his first 12, but he came into today, got his average up to 226, and a 1 for 3 earlier. It's only going to raise that.
Climbs the ladder there and fouls a pitch away. It's 2 balls and 1 strike for Rhett Swoverlin with 1 out and nobody on in the bottom of the first inning. The 2-1 from Kendall, and that is in for a strike on the outside corner. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kendall readies at the belt and fires a 2-2, and that's foul back again. A battle here between Swoverlin and Kendall with 1 out, nobody on. 2-2 is fouled back again, and Swoverlin stays alive. Penn had, in the first game, plenty of opportunities to try and break the game open, had runners on the final 3 innings, but only could scratch across 1 more run, losing 4-3 in that effort. The 2-2 misses high for ball 3. A good take there from Swoverlin, and it's a full count with 1 out.
Looking at the flag in center field, it looks like the wind has picked up a little bit as the temperatures have risen today.
Payoff pitch is away for ball 4. A good at-bat there from Rhett Swoverlin. Gets a runner on first with 1 out. And Cooper Nichols will climb in.
The ball from Geiger wasn't helped by the wind at all. I mean, that was a home run with no wind, but it does look like it's whipping pretty good to center field. Might be, up in the 15-mile-an-hour range. You get one in the air headed to center, the wind could push it.
Back pick is not going to be thought of as a catcher. LaFleur thought about throwing to first, but he decides not to. And to your point there, Jim, Cooper Nichols leads the team with 3 home runs. And so this is the guy you want up in this spot, and he comes away with a big swing. The throw will go to first this time. It's not in time. Count is 0-2 for Cooper Nichols. Nichols in the first game 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts, trying to avoid one here. The 0-2 is cut on the miss, climbs the ladder for his 4th strikeout of the day. So Nichols goes back to the dugout looking for something. And Kendall gets a big second out with the runner on first. And Eli Newhouser will climb in.
Might be a situation here to put Swoverlin in motion to try to get a runner into scoring position with 2 outs.
I think Kendall had the same thought that you did there, Jim, as he throws over to first. Not in time.
The junior does have 3 stolen bases on the year, so it'd be a good time to get number 4.
Swoverlin stays put, and Newhouser fouls away the first pitch from Kendall out of play. It's 0-1. Temperatures are warming here at Charger Field. It was a little bit of a windy and cooler day to start, but here in this second game, no sleeves needed as a pitch on the inside corner for strike 2. It's 0-2 here for Eli Newhouser, the senior for Carroll. Reached on a hit by pitch in the first inning and then flew out and struck out looking his final 2 at-bats of game number 1. Falls behind 0-2. Kendall delivers, and that ball's hit on the ground to the shortstop. A nice diving play, and it goes out of his hand, and it's an infield hit there for Eli Newhouser. Gets 2 on with 2 out for Carter Irons. It was just a good play there from the shortstop Trineri to just stop it from getting into the outfield to prevent the runner on second to get to third. And so now there's 2 on with 2 out for Carter Irons. Carroll leads it 1-0 on a Riley Geiger home run. Well, Micah Kendall trying to pitch out of some early trouble.
Get out of here. Go hit.
The shortstop Carter Irons climbs in with an RBI opportunity here early. Swings the first pitch, skies it down the first baseline. The first baseman gives it a look, but it'll go out of play. First baseman Hartford was racing after it. Irons climbs back in behind the count 0-1 with 2 on and 2 out in the bottom of the first inning. The 0-1 pitch from Kendall is grounded over to third, and they're trying to drag out the runner at third, and they do to end the inning, so it'll go unassisted for the third baseman. But the Chargers get on the board first with a Riley Geiger home run to right field as we go to the top of the second inning. Penn coming up to bat.
Let's get the bats going now. Let's go. Don't help him.
Leading off for the Kingsmen, left fielder, number 23, Yadi.
To the top of the second we go here. As you can see, the wind is whipping way out to center field on a nice day. Good to have the sun out, but the wind is causing potential problems for the pitchers today. But Kellen Harrison was able to pitch around a hit by pitch and an error in the first inning. As he fires in strike 2 to Yodi Limberopoulos. The 0-2 from Harrison working quickly, and a strikeout for Kellen Harrison, his second strikeout of the day. Just like Adler Kelman's,
Right fielder, number
Kellen Harrison is working rather quickly.
Good work by Harrison there. A change in the eye level of the hitter. He dropped that 0-1 breaking ball low, got the swing and a miss, and then he came back with the fastball up high. So the hitter sees a pitch down low for a strike. Next one's up a little bit more towards the letters. It's hard to change the eye level on pitches back to back.
The 1-0 is fouled away. It's 1-1 for Ben Dahmers, who started on the mound in game number 1, went 6 innings. Really good outing for Dahmers, but the relief pitcher Mason Bernacki had to come in and ended up getting the loss as Cooper Nichols goes out to talk to Kellen Harrison just to make sure that everything's all right. Make sure they're both on the same page. It's 1-1 at the plate for Dahmers. The 1-1 from Harrison misses way outside. It's 2 balls and 1 strike for Dahmers at the plate. He is playing in right field in game number 2. The 2-1. This is low for ball 3, and now Dahmers in the driver's seat ahead 3 balls and 1 strike. The 3-1 from Harrison, and that's a swing and a miss from Dahmers. He was looking to put one over the fence with that swing. It's a full count. Dahmers climbs back in. Here's the payoff pitch from Harrison, and it's inside, called strike 3. Harrison back-to-back strikeouts to start the 2nd inning. It's his 3rd strikeout of the day. 2 down, nobody on for Michael Kindle.
Kellen averages about a strikeout an inning. He came in today with 19 in the 3rd innings pitched, 19 Ks, and he's just adding to that average.
He's got 3 today already in an inning and 2/3, and fires in a first pitch strike to Michael Kindle, the pitcher for the Kingsmen. The 0-1 is bounced into the dirt, actually hit the front foot of Kindle. That's his 2nd hit by pitch for Harrison on the day. It's something that Adler Kelman's also struggled with. But just like Adler, Harrison was able to pitch around a hit by pitch in the 1st inning. It'll be a courtesy runner here for the catcher, or for the pitcher, I should say. It'll be Caden Kelly, who was in right field in game number 1. As the batter here will be the 2nd baseman, Dalton Zoltansky. A throw over from Harrison, not in time. Zoltansky did not play in game number 1, so this is his first at-bat of the day. And Zoltansky takes the first pitch for strike 1.
Harrison hides the ball very well. He kind of cups his hand on his kick, and the ball gets right behind his left hip. I'm wondering if it's difficult for the pitcher or the hitters to find it coming out of his hand.
It's maybe the reason why he has 3 strikeouts on the day so far, and that pitch misses inside. Nichols lost it initially, but was able to find it as Caden Kelly stays put at first base. 1-1 the count at the plate for Zoltansky. The pitch from Harrison is fouled back and out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and for Harrison, he's done a good job getting ahead of hitters so far today.
It's the recipe to get strikeouts, is getting ahead.
Ahead here, 1-2. The pitch from Harrison is inside for ball 2. Just missed his spot there, did Harrison, looking for potentially his 4th strikeout of the day, but just missed. It's 2-2. And the pitch from Harrison is inside again. Tried to hit the same spot, but couldn't hit that time. And the count runs full for Zoltansky with 2 outs and a runner on first.
Neuhauser should be off the bag here. He's going to be running. I'm surprised he's standing there. It opens up a hole on the right side. Maybe they want to not let him get too big of a lead, but with 3 balls, 2 strikes, he's going to be off with the pitch.
And the payoff pitch is hit on the ground. It'll be a tough play for the 3rd baseman. The throw is in time to end the inning. A nice play there from Blake Fitzpatrick to end the inning. Took the tough hop and threw out Zoltansky to end the inning, as Harrison able to pitch around the 2-out hit by pitches. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd inning. Carroll leads at 1-0. Back here at Charger Field on this Saturday afternoon, game 2 of our doubleheader. Carroll won the first game 4-3 and leads it here as we go to the bottom of the second 1-0. It'll be 7, 8, and 9 in the order for Carroll. Blake Fitzpatrick, then the DH Patrick Kane, and then Aiden Corzine. And they'll face Michael Kindle, who had to pitch around some trouble in the first inning, gave up the home run to Riley Geiger. First pitch to Fitzpatrick misses outside for ball 1. And the 1-0. And Fitzpatrick lines that ball into left center field. Going back is Bernacki, and it's over his head. He'll go all the way to the wall. Extra bases for Fitzpatrick. He rolls into second base with a leadoff double.
Ball was well struck by the freshman there. His third double of the season.
The DH, number 4, Patrick Kane.
He just hit it to straightaway center field. Thought maybe it had a chance to get out of here for the second home run of the day for Carroll, but it went over the head of the center fielder Bernacki, who didn't read the ball all that well. And here's Patrick Kane. It's the second time in this day. In the first game, the right fielder Caden Kelly didn't read the ball well, and that led to a walk-off base hit for Carroll. And then that time, Bernacki didn't read it well, and it is a leadoff double. And Patrick Kane fouls away the first pitch. It's 0-1. This is Patrick Kane's first plate appearance of the day. The 0-1 pitch. He shows bunt, lines it up right back to the pitcher. The throw, nobody covering second base, and miscommunication there from Zoltansky. The second baseman did not cover on the wheel play as Hartford had to come crashing in from first base. Zoltansky just kind of stayed flat-footed, and the runner's at the corners with nobody out.
That was definitely the second baseman's bag. Shortstop was at second, third baseman was at third. So first baseman charging to make the play down the line, and second baseman just did not get over in time, and it wound up as a base hit for Kane.
And one of the Chargers' hottest hitters is at the plate here in Aiden Corzine. Corzine first pitch swinging and comes up empty. It's 0-1.
Although Geiger had the walk-off double, Corzine might have been the offensive MVP last game, getting on base all 3 times and scoring twice, scoring 2 of the Carroll 4 runs.
From the 9th spot as well. And Corzine grounds that ball over to shortstop to flip to second in time. Throw to first is low. Can't be picked by Hartford. The run will score. The fielder's choice RBI for Aiden Corzine, and it's 2-0 Carroll. They do get just the first or the 1 out at second base. There's a runner on first now with 1 out.
Corzine will gladly take the RBI by the throw being in the dirt. Might be 0 for 1, but he got the job done, got home, got the runner home. And now let's see if the top of the order can move him around and score him again this game like they did twice in the first game.
And so that flips the lineup over, and Adler Kellums will climb in with a runner on first and 1 out. Kellums takes the first pitch strike. Kellums reached 3 times in game number 1. Had an error, a double, and then a fielder's choice he reached on. So officially was 1 for 3. And takes that pitch for strike 2. He falls behind 0-2.
A lot of room down the third base line. I'm surprised early in the count he did not try to push a bunt, but that might not be his game, and it's definitely not his game with 2 strikes.
The 0-2 is in there, called strike 3, and Kellums is down looking on 3 pitches. A big out there for Micah Kendall. Keeps the runner at first base, and now there's 2 outs for Rhett Swoverly, or for Riley Geiger, I should say.
Second baseman, number 6, Riley Geiger.
Geiger had the long home run to right field in the first inning, and he's looking for another RBI opportunity here with the runner on first.
Last 2 times he's made contact with the ball, he's hit it very hard and very far.
First pitch to Geiger is in the dirt, and LaFleur, the catcher, couldn't get in front of it in time, and it will be a wild pitch, and Corzine gets to second base. It's surprised with Geiger. He's been pulling the ball to right field. The right fielder is playing way off the line once again. There's a lot of room in right field for Geiger to put down a hit, and if he were able to, that would probably score Corzine.
our angle here is looking right down the third base to second base line. He's almost in line with that. If you look through second base from third base, the right fielder's almost in line. There's probably 30 yards to his left to the foul line.
He's got a 1-1 count at the plate with the runner on second base and 2 outs, and Micah Kindle will step off. Kendall sets at the belt, fires the 1-1 pitch, and that's high for ball 2. Geiger now is ahead, 2 balls and 1 strike with Aiden Corzine at second base and 2 outs. Carroll has scored 1 run in each of the first 2 innings so far, looking to add a third here in the bottom of the second inning. And Geiger hits it into center field. Bernacki right there on the line to make the catch. And that will end the inning, but the Chargers get another run on the board on the fielder's choice RBI as we will go to the top of the third inning. Chargers lead at 2-0.
Leading off for the Kingsmen, shortstop number 15.
Back here on the Chargers Sports Network, we'll go to the top of the third inning. Carroll leads at 2-0. As Kellen Harrison back out onto the mound, he'll face 9-1-2 in the inning. Jackson Trineri will lead things off in the top of the third. First pitch from Kellen Harrison is fouled back. It's 0-1. Trineri was also in the 9 spot in game 1. He was 0 for 3 with a couple of ground outs and a strikeout. The 0-1 in there for a strike. It's 0-2. Harrison working quickly here against Trineri. The 0-2 pitch is cut on and missed for strike 3. That's now 4 strikeouts on the day for Kellen Harrison.
Center fielder number 17.
Just the exact way he started the second inning, 3 pitches and a strikeout. And he does it here in the third, and that will turn the lineup over for Mason Bernacki, who reached on an air to lead off the game. He takes the first pitch outside for ball 1.
Carroll has preseason pitching workouts. The entire time, they probably get it done in 15 minutes. These guys come and do their work, throw their pitches, and find something else to do. The speed of the game is incredible with these guys.
The 1-1 misses inside. You know, you can kind of think it akin to what a Kurt Signetti practice is. He's the guy that 90 minutes in and out for Kurt Signetti and the Indiana Hoosier football team, which is very rare to what most of the college football landscape is. That one misses outside for ball 3. Just in and out in about 90 minutes and call it a day.
That is the Carroll baseball philosophy. There's never anybody with dead time.
3-1 misses outside for ball 4. So after a 3-pitch strikeout, it's a 5-pitch walk. And there's a runner on first for Grady Harrell.
You can have 25 guys at a Carroll baseball practice, and they're all doing something productive. There's no standing around. It's about 90 minutes in and out. And get your work done, get your job, get it figured out, go home.
It's Grady Harrell struck out his first time, takes the first pitch high for ball 1. So after the 3-pitch strikeout, Kellen Harrison having a little bit trouble with his command. Throw over to first. Newhouser, a good pick there to avoid that throw getting past him. And we know that with the amount of space over there behind Newhouser, that's almost always 2 bases if a ball gets past the first baseman. And up and in buzzes the tower. Harrell able to avoid the pitch from hitting him potentially in the head. And he's ahead in the count, though, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch is skied down the third baseline. It will drift foul, but the left fielder, Swoverland, comes over and makes the play for out number 2. A nice running play there for Rhett Swoverland, who's had a couple of good defensive plays.
First baseman, number
Rhett
3,
started the
Bennett
season
Hartford.
as an infielder, moved to the outfield. He's played some center when Aiden Adler pitches. Now he's in left, and you're right, he has made a couple really nice plays today. Speaking of Bernacki over at first base, he's the pesky leadoff hitter. He doesn't have a hit today, yet he's been on base 5 times.
And
now here he goes.
Pickoff gets away from Newhouser, and this is going to be 2 bases, as it almost always is. Bernacki is going to stop at third base. It's a 2-base error for Kellen Harrison. And Bernacki, with his speed, is going to get to third base. There's a runner on third now and 2 outs on the failed pickoff attempt. So the first one before that, he kind of underthrew Newhouser. That time he overthrew him. And now an RBI chance here for Bennett Hartford, the first baseman who was hit by a pitch his first time, and that one misses for ball 1. That one gets past Cooper Nichols, the catcher, and that will bring in the first run of the day for Penn, at least in game number 2. So a 2-base error, then a wild pitch scores the first run after the 1-out walk. And with 2 outs and a 2-0 count at the plate for Bennett Hartford.
That run right there is one that make coaches want to pull their hair out. You gave him the base at first, you gave him second and third, and then ultimately you gave him home. He did not earn a single base. Made a trip around.
And Hartford, who was ahead 2-0, now has a 2-2 count after coming up empty on a couple of good fastballs from Harrison, and that ball is fouled away from Hartford, and we'll do it again. Hartford a home run in the first inning of game number 1. Made it 2-0. Reached twice since then. The 2-2 is waving him foul back. It was an ugly swing, but somehow able to get a piece of a good pitch from Harrison. The 2-2 is hit on the ground hard but foul, and we'll do it once again at 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs and nobody on in the top of the 3rd inning. Another 2-2. And foul back again. A good battle here between Harrison and Hartford. Hartford has found away a couple of really tough pitches. Harrison back and ready to go. Rocks and fires a 2-2. And it's fouled away again. Neither one of these guys given in this at-bat. Harrison challenging Hartford, and Hartford is found these tough pitches away. Hartford back into the box. We'll do it again at 2-2. And that pitch is in the dirt, and the count goes full. Tried a breaking pitch there, did Harrison, and a good eye from Hartford. So now a full count with 2 outs. The 3-2. And fouled back again, and the catcher, Cooper Nichols, couldn't quite make the catch. And it looked like it maybe got a piece of him, so the umpire will go out and give Harrison the ball to give Nichols some time to brush that one off.
Umpires and catchers have that relationship where one of them takes a ball.
The payoff pitch foul back again, and what an at-bat here for Hartford. By far probably the best at-bat of the day that we've seen. The 3-2 is hit on the ground to second base. It's a tough hop to throw to first. It's not in time. It gets away, and it will not get into the dugout. So Hartford wins the battle, and he'll reach on an error. As Geiger, he hurried himself and then made a poor throw.
I don't think he had a good grip on that ball. When he reached into his mitt, I think he probably had a change-up grip, and he tried to kind of just shot put it over to first and wound up in the dirt. Newhouser wasn't able to make the pick. Let's hope it doesn't come back to bite us.
And the first pitch is fouled back from Bentley Baird. Carroll had 3 errors in game number 1. They have 2 so far in game number 2. And Baird will call time as the ball got away. So 0-1 the count here. Runner on first and 2 outs, and an ugly swing and a miss there. And Hartford going to go down to second base on the pitch that got away from Nichols. So that will get a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. That is a tying run out there at second base. It's 0-2 though for Bentley Baird, who is 0 for 4 on the day. The pitch from Harrison. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll end the inning. 5 strikeouts for Kellen Harrison. Works around a couple of errors, but the Kingsmen get a run back. It's 2-1 here on the Charger Sports Network. Back here on the Charger Sports Network, it's 2-1 Carroll as they take on Penn here in game number 2 of our doubleheader on this Saturday afternoon. Carroll handed Penn just their 4th loss of the season in game number 1, and they lead it 2-1 as you take a look there at Dave Ginder, the head coach for these Chargers, one of the most decorated baseball coaches in the state of Indiana, 2 state championships in 2010, 2011. And his team up 2-1 here as we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. And the leadoff batter will be Rhett Swoverlin, who walked in the 1st inning. The 1-0 pitch from Micah Kendall is fouled back. It's 1-1. Chargers got their 2nd run in the 2nd inning on a fielder's choice RBI. Kendall back to work, and the 1-1 is a swing and a miss. Swoverlin falls behind, 1 ball, 2 strikes for the leadoff batter in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Swoverlin will climb back in. Kendall shakes off, has his sign, and delivers a 1-2. And it's skied into the air, but it'll go foul and out of play. We'll do it again. Swoverlin, as we talked about, loves to pull the ball the other way. The 1-2. And that's low and inside for ball number 2. A good take there from Rhett. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and nobody out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
There's been a fair number of left-handed hitters throughout Carroll baseball history of late that like to use that left side of the field.
Swoverlin stays alive and fouls that one back to the screen, and we'll do it again at 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch. Breaking pitch misses high for ball 3. So now it's a full count here for the leadoff batter, Rhett Swoverlin. In the bottom of the 3rd inning. The payoff pitch is outside, or in there, called strike 3. That pitch was on the outside corner. The umpire called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
Number 20, Cooper Nichols.
As Cooper Nichols will climb in now with 1 out and nobody on. Nichols struck out his last time, and he takes the first pitch strike.
Cooper's due. He's 0 for 4 and yet to put the ball in play. He's much better hitter than his stats today have shown. He looks looks to have his timing off a little bit. He's getting that load and getting that step out front much before the pitch is being delivered. So he needs to work on that timing right now.
Falls behind 0-2. The pitch in there, called strike 3, and now Nichols has struck out 5 times today in his 5 at-bats. That's back-to-back strikeouts for Micah Kendall, and that is his 4th strikeout. 3 of his strikeouts have gone down looking.
It's become mental now for Cooper. When you hit that, you know he's going back in the dugout. You know he knows what he's done today. And he just needs to get it out of his head and go up there and do what he knows what he can do.
Newhouser first pitch swinging, and it will go out of play. Eli Newhouser had a base hit his last time. It was an infield hit to the shortstop that Trineri, the shortstop, made a nice play to avoid the ball getting into the outfield, but Newhouser was able to get to first in time. The 0-1 pitch is fouled on the inside pitch. Looked like got just a piece of the bat of Newhouser, and he falls behind 0-2. And now Kendall trying to strike out the side. The 0-2 and fouled away. We'll do it again at no balls and 2 strikes. As Kendall trying to get his first 1-2-3 inning of the day, is allowed a run in each of the first 2 innings, but back-to-back strikeouts, gets 2 outs and nobody on here in the 3rd. The 0-2. And Newhouser check swinging one around, and Kendall strikes out this side. He's got 5 strikeouts on the day as we'll go to the top of the 4th inning as Carroll leads it 2-1.
Left fielder, number 23,
Back here at Charger Field on the Charger
Limber.
Sports Network, Carroll leads at 2-1. Kellen Harrison has done terrific work on the mound his first 3 innings. It will be Yodi Limperopoulos as he skies the first pitch right to Newhouser. Foul territory, catches made, 1 pitch, 1 out for Kellen Harrison as he is just rolling so far today.
Right fielder, number 20, Ben Dahmers.
You know, if I didn't know any better, I'd think prom was tonight for Carroll at the pace they're going. They're trying to get out of here in a hurry.
Just the nature of both pitchers that Carroll has thrown today. Adler Kellum's working quickly and Kellen Harrison following suit. Aiden Stevens came in relief of Kellum's, and first pitch called a strike. That one misses inside.
You watch the defense in between plays. They know their pitchers work quick. They take a step back. They take a step back after the pitch. They see the pitcher get the ball, pound the glove. They take a step forward and get in fielding position. Fielders love a pitcher that works this quickly.
The 1-2 in there, called strike 3. Another strikeout for Kellen Harrison. That's number 6 on the day, and quickly 2 down.
Number 38, the pitcher, Micah Kendall.
So 2 outs, nobody on for the pitcher, Micah Kendall. Swings to the first pitch, grounds it over to third. Fitzpatrick throw to first in time, and a quick 1-2-3 inning for Kellen Harrison. As we will go to the bottom of the 4th inning, Carroll leads it 2-1.
Yeah. So you're freaking right on 90% close to, or 80%.
Back on the Charter Sports Network, we're quickly going through this doubleheader. First game was right about 2 hours, and now we go to the bottom of the fourth inning, and
Number 8, Carter
less than an hour into this game. As Carter Irons will lead things off for the Chargers. He grounded into a fielder's choice his last time to end the first inning. And the first pitch is skied into right field, and Dahmers makes the catch. And one pitch, one out, just like Kellen Harrison in the top of the inning.
Come on now, let's win this game. Let's go.
Third baseman, number 27.
This pace keeps up. I wonder if the umpires will give Carroll a discount.
As Blake Fitzpatrick will climb in, the third baseman made a couple of nice defensive plays today. Takes the first pitch for strike one. He hit a hard double into center field his last time to lead off the second inning. He came around to score on the fielder's choice. And he rockets that ball into center field. Bernacki going back. He has a beat on it. And a step from the track, he makes the catch for 2 down.
Nice play by Bernacki. He read that ball well. He knew he was approaching the wall. If you saw his right hand coming out, he was feeling for it. When his feet hit the track, he was feeling for the wall to make sure he wasn't going to run into the wall. You can tell he's a natural out there in center field, and that's probably one of the reasons that, and along with his pitching and hitting, that he's a top recruit in the class of 2028.
As Patrick Kane, the DH, will climb in with 2 out, nobody on, takes a first pitch strike. He had a base hit his last time. The 0-1 is hit high in the air to left center field. That'll get down and split the gap and go all the way to the wall. Kane into second base. He'll stop there, and it's a 2-out double for the Chargers.
Patrick's halfway to the cycle today. He's got the easy ones out of the way.
Right fielder, number 3, Aiden Corzine.
As Aiden Corzine, who has had by far the best day offensively for Carroll. He got the fielder's choice RBI his last time and was a big reason why they won game number 1. He's got a runner on second and 2 outs, a potential really big insurance run, and that will go off the glove of the Kendall. He couldn't find it. I don't know if he thought the ball was hit into the air. He was looking everywhere for the ball. It was right at his feet, and he might be a little bit shaken up. That ball was hit really hard off the bat of Corzine, and he reaches once again. He just had really no idea where the ball was, and Corzine gets to first base, and Kendall and the umpire just giving him a second after a shaky play.
Like that ball got him either in the foot or in the ankle, and he was looking up thinking it went up into the air when it basically rolled about a foot behind him. He had plenty of time to get it out, but he just couldn't find the ball. Corzine on base for the 5th time today.
So I believe that Kendall's thrown 6 pitches in this inning. It took 3 pitches to get the first 2 outs. And then now the final 3, or the last 3 pitches, he's got runners at the corners now for the top of the lineup, and Adler Kellums. Kellums takes that ball in the dirt, and Corzine to second base, and now there's 2 runners in scoring position for Adler Kellums, who's 0 for 2 in game number 2. But he certainly has the capabilities of driving in these 2 runs. He is the Chargers' best offensive threat. The 1-0 is in there for strike number 1. Kellums on this season, at least coming into these 2 games, is batting .340. He's got 17 hits, leads the team in hits and RBIs. The 1-1 is into the dirt. That'll get away a little bit from LaFleur, the catcher, but not far enough to advance Patrick Kane, the runner at third. It's Corzine at second base, and there's 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th inning. Carroll leads it 2-1.
Great job by LaFleur blocking that ball with a runner on third base. That saved a run, at least temporarily.
Kellums ahead of the count, though, 2 balls and 1 strike. The pitch from Kendall is a chopper over into shallow left field. Who's got it? It will be Limperales to make the catch and end the inning. The Chargers can't score with runners on second and third and 2 outs, but they lead it 2-1 as we go to the top of the 5th inning on the Chargers Sports Network. Back on the Charger Sports Network, we will go to the top of the 5th inning. Carroll leads it 2-1 against the Penn's Kingsmen and looking to sweep this doubleheader in what would be potentially just massive momentum for this Carroll team that has had a pretty up and down season. They've lost 2 games straight coming into the game here today. And the first pitch to the leadoff batter, Dalton Zoltansky, is taken low for ball 1. Carroll got pounded by rival Homestead 16-8 on Monday. As a 1-0 is hit on the ground to second base, Riley Geiger backs up, throw to first is in time. Didn't look pretty, but was able to get the out. 2 pitches and 1 out for Kellen Harrison, who continues to roll.
I'm not sure Geiger knew which hop to get that one on. He took it on the short hop, backed up, kind of let the ball play him, but worked out. He got the glove on it, fielded it cleanly, and over to first in time.
Now the third baseman, Jackson Trenary, will climb in and swings and misses at the first pitch on a high fastball. Trenary struck out on 3 pitches his last time, one of 6 victims of the strikeout for Kellen Harrison, and that pitch is line foul again. It's 0-2 quickly. So Carroll lost 16-8 on Monday, then they played DeWanger on Wednesday, lost 3-1. The 0-2 is outside for ball 1, and this is a stretch where Carroll plays a lot of games, as they will play, obviously, the 2 games here today. As the wind really starting to pick up, you can hear it. The 1-2, and it hits him. Another hit-by pitch on the day. That is the 3rd hit-by pitch and 4th overall free pass that Harrison's given up. 3 hit-by pitches and a walk. And that'll turn the lineup over to Mason Bernacki, who has reached now 5 times on the day. An error in the first inning and a walk. He reached 3 times in game number 1. And Bernacki swinging at the first pitch and fouls it back 0-1.
Not often you see a guy reach base 5 times in a couple games without a hit, so he's probably due, but hopefully he's due to hit a 2-hopper to Geiger and we can turn a 4-6-3.
And the 0-1 is hit on the ground to third. Fitzpatrick boots it a little bit, but he has a chance to throw to first, but it is not in time. A really good job there from Fitzpatrick to stay with it, but the throw does not beat Bernacki. And he reaches for now the 6th time on the day on an infield hit.
Number 5, Grady Harrell.
As Grady Harrell will climb in. The third baseman is 0 for 2 on the day, but he's got a chance to bring in a potential tying run for the Kingsmen. And the first pitch is in for strike 1. Harrison has done a good job pitching out of trouble a couple of times already today, and that pitch is lined right back to Harrison. Play to first is in time, and there's 2 outs.
That ball hit hard right back to him. I think that was just kind of a mental mistake by Harrison. He gets that ball as quickly as he did. He could have gone to second and turned to 1-6-3. He took the out at first. That's 2 outs, and we've got the 3-hole hitter coming to play here. Be careful here.
Yeah, Bennett Hartford has done some damage already today. Had a 2-run homer in game number 1. Has reached twice today on a hit-by pitch and an error. Comes up empty on that one. It's 0-1. He's got a chance here to potentially give the Kingsmen a lead with a base hit with 2 runners in scoring position. The 0-1 is lined into left field. Swoverland going back. He'll look up, and it is foul. Couldn't quite tell from inside here, but it is a foul ball, but it was certainly long enough to be a home run. Harrison trying to get the strikeout here ahead 0-2. The 0-2 is high for ball 1, and that can kind of get into the pitcher's head there. You know, you basically just gave up a home run, but was lucky that it was foul.
I'd look for a breaking ball down here, even though there's a runner on third base. He threw that high fastball. Get those eyes up high, go down low.
And he does go down low, and a good stop from Nichols behind the plate to keep it in front of him. It's now 2-2.
You got to have confidence in your catcher to be able to do that. Great pitch sequence. Great job by Nichols. Keep it in front. Now 2-2. We'll see what he does.
The 2-2 is hit into the air into left center field, and coming in, Swoverland dives and makes the catch, and that will end the inning. Rhett Swoverland's been busy in left field, but he's made all the plays, and that will avoid the threat, and Carroll gets out of it. They still lead at 2-1 on the Charger Sports Network.
Leading off.
Back on the Charger Sports Network, we'll go to the bottom of the fifth inning, and what a job from Kellen Harrison in the top of the inning. Runners on second and third and one out, got out of it, and it gave up a hard hit, but Rhett Swoverland in left field was able to make the play. And here in the bottom of the fifth inning, the Chargers lead at 2-1, as Riley Geiger will lead things off, comes up empty, and it's 0-1. As Micah Kindle back out onto the mound. And the 1-0-1 gets into the dirt. It's now 1 ball and 1 strike. Geiger has hit the ball hard his last 3 times, but only 2 hits for it. He had the game-winning hit in Game 1, led off his first plate appearance of Game number 2 with a home run, and then hit a hard liner to center field. The 1-1 in for his strike. It's 1-2. So Geiger's starting to see the ball a little bit better. Carroll's had some really hard-hit balls in this game. A couple of rope doubles. The 1-2 is hit high in the air to right field. Going back is Dahmer. He's at the wall and makes the catch and runs into the wall for the first out of the inning. And Geiger has now hit the ball really hard in 4 straight plate appearances. Dahmer that time read the ball much better.
That ball was hit to almost the exact same spot that landed to end Game 1. Luckily in Game 1, it landed on the track for the game-winning RBI. This time, the right fielder got back to make the grab.
Here's Rhett Swoverland swinging at the first pitch, lines it into left field, going back, and it's over the head of the left fielder, Limper Alplis. And going into second base is Rhett Swoverland. And it's a 1-out double. That's the 3rd double of the day and the 4th extra base hit for Carroll in this game.
Again, Swoverland to the left side. My scouting report says to play the right fielder in the left center gap and basically play 3 outfielders on the left side for him. But guy gets the job done. He's got a really nice inside-out swing, drives the ball hard to left field.
And here's Cooper Nichols, who's had a really rough day at the plate, 0 for 5 with 5 strikeouts. Comes up empty on the first pitch, a fastball, and it's 0-1. Nichols looking for just to really put a ball in play, I think, is where he needs to start right now. He has really struggled. The 0-1. In there for strike 2, and once again falls behind 0-2.
Cooper's timing is just not right today. He's getting that foot stepping way too early.
Kendall has his sign and delivers an 0-2, and it fouled away. So a little bit closer that time for Nichols. but he was able to foul it away. He's still behind 0-2.
We got action in the Carroll bullpen. I can't quite make out the number. I think it's number 4, Patrick Kane, warming for the Chargers.
I believe that is correct. One of our cameras got a shot of him. Here's the 0-2. And that's grounded over to third, but foul. And we'll do it once again at 0-2. So a runner at second base is Rhett Swoverland after the one-out double. And now a big insurance run out there for Cooper Nichols, who leads the Chargers in home runs. He's got 3. The 0-2 is fouled away again, and Nichols, he's getting a little bit closer, but hasn't quite found the pitch that he likes. So we'll do it again at 0-2. Nichols climbs back in, and Micah Kendall, the pitcher, has his sign and delivers another 0-2, and that is inside for ball 1.
Nice pitch.
Close pitch there for Micah Kendall, but just couldn't hit his spot. Now it's 1 ball and 2 strikes for Cooper Nichols, the catcher for the Hoosiers. Not the Hoosiers, the Chargers. The 1-2 is fouled back again. It's 1-2. I will say, though, the 2 games that we've seen today are better than the games that I called at Indiana. We've seen a lot of great defensive plays. The 1-2 is fouled back again. A good at-bat here for Cooper Nichols, who needed one after striking out 5 times in his first 5 plate appearances.
He's got his confidence back at the plate. As we said earlier, you got to forget about what's happened in the past. Looks like he's definitely done that, and he seems to be on these pitches. Let's catch one and drive it to the outfield.
Kendall back and sets at the belt. Another 1-2. It's hit high in the air into right field. Will it stay in play? It will be caught into right field by Dahmers. A great driving play there for Dahmers on the run. It will be a sacrifice fly, so no at-bat there for Nichols. So puts the ball in play and gets a runner to third. Now 2 outs, runner at third.
Heads up base running by Rhett Swoverland in that situation. If that ball lands fair, even though he's tagging up, he's probably going to score, definitely get to third base. But now we got to third base, and even though there's 2 outs, there's a lot of ways to score from third base rather than second.
Here's a chance for Eli Newhouser with a runner on third. Takes the first pitch for a strike. Carroll could use an insurance run here as the Kingsmen just 1 hit on the day, but they've had a lot of traffic throughout the day, just haven't been able to come through with that big hit. An offense that scores a lot of run has not done so today. That ball off the glove of LaFleur, the catcher. Coming in to today, the Kingsmen score about 8 runs a game, but so far just 4 total runs on the day. Carroll has scored 6. It's a 1-1 count at the plate for Eli Newhouser. Runner at third and 2 outs. The 1-1 misses for ball 2. The Chargers making Micah Kendall work in this inning. Kendall ready, and the 2-1 is outside for ball 3. And so Newhouser in the driver's seat. He's ahead 3-1. He'll certainly have a chance to swing at a pitch if he likes it. Has certainly power to drive a ball anywhere he wants. 3-1. It's fouled back, and it's a full count. Chargers scored 1 run in each of the first 2 innings. Went 1-2-3 with 3 strikeouts in the third. And in the fourth, had a couple of runners on second and third, but couldn't cash in. The 3-2 is fouled back, and Newhouser stays alive.
Good battle here between Kendall and Newhouser. See who wins it.
Kendall has his sign. and delivers a payoff pitch, and Newhouser fouls it back and out of play. Seen some really tough at-bats here in game number 2. Newhouser a candidate for another one right here. In a big spot with the runner on third and 2 outs. That is a big insurance run for Carroll. They just lead it by 1 run right now. 3-2 is skied down the first baseline. Hartford, the first baseman, backpedaling. He's having some trouble, and it lands fair. The run will score into second base as Eli Newhouser, a bloop double that turns into an RBI for the Chargers. It's 3-1. That ball just happened to land fair. The first baseman, Hartford, was backpedaling. He couldn't quite find it. The wind is just howling right to left here today. And Newhouser, the beneficiary of some lackadaisical play from the Kingsmen, and it's 3-1.
That's a difficult ball for the first baseman. The second baseman needs to get over there and get that, or the right fielder. But like we've talked about earlier, their right fielder is playing almost into right center, and we've had more than one situation where balls have dropped and have turned into big runs for Carroll.
It's the second time today that a ball where there was 3 defenders right there, it dropped in front of them, ends up in a run for the Chargers. And now there's another run out there for Carter Irons, who's ahead 2-0.
As high as that ball was hit with the wind blowing out straightaway center, I guarantee it was foul the entire way until it was about 15 feet off the ground, blew fair. And the first baseman is not going to get that ball. That's just too far for him to go back to get it. That's the second baseman or right fielder's ball all day long.
And you could see he was backpedaling. He couldn't even really see the ball all that well. Almost believe it looks like from here he has his sunglasses on his hat, so maybe that has something to do with it as well. At the plate, it's 2-1 count for Carter Irons, who's 0 for 2.
Do it again, it'll be 4-1.
That's now the 4th double of the day for Indiana. And by far the weakest contact, and 2-2 now the count at the plate for Carter Irons. The first 3 doubles were rockets. That one just kind of fell at the right place at the right time. But Carroll has hit the ball well today. They've got 8 hits in game number 2. Lead at 3-1. 2-2. Wave and a miss, strike 3. And that will end the inning, but the Chargers get a run back. It's back to a 2-run lead, 3-1 as we go to the top of the 6th inning. Back on the Charger Sports Network, and Carroll able to get a run unconventionally, a bloop double for Eli Newhouser, scores Carroll's 3rd run of the game. As we go to the top of the 6th inning here, Gavin Whirl and Jim Kressel with you here all day long. As Kellen Harrison back out on the mound, first pitch into left field and a base hit for Bentley Baird. That's his first hit of the day for the DH spot for the Kingsmen. Second time he's reached was hit by a pitch in game number 1. Kingsmen now trail it by 2 runs. That is just their 4th hit of the day. They were being 1 hit through 5 innings today in game number 2. And Yadi Limperopoulos will climb in. with a runner on first and nobody out, and Harrison will step off. There's a courtesy runner out there for the DH Bentley Baird. First pitch swinging in into left center field, going back and looking up, and it's out of here, and we're tied. Yadi Limperopoulos leaves the yard. We're tied at 3, and we're starting over.
A ball that the wind did not help at all there. That ball was just well struck into the gap in left center. Big, strong kid, put a good swing on it and got enough lift, put the launch angle on it, and drove it out of the park. And it looks like that's going to be it for Harrison.
Harrison's thrown 2 pitches in the top of the 6th inning, a base hit, and then a home run, and we'll see if that is it. They've got Patrick Kane in the bullpen, and Patrick Kane will be coming into the ball game. We're starting over. It's 3-3 as we'll go to a pitching change here on the Chargers Sports Network.
Now pitching for the Chargers, number 4, Patrick Kane.
This will be Kane's 5th appearance on the season. He's 1-0 with a 2.86 ERA. Only thrown 7 1/3 innings. Does have 3 strikeouts and 3 walks. Patrick is the designated hitter today, so he will just remain in the batting order, but now is in the field for the Chargers.
I anticipate that was kind of the plan the whole time for Coach Ginder, is why you put Kane in that spot, and he's delivered in the DH spot. He's 2 for 2. And now he's going to pitch in a tie ball game after Kellen Harrison threw 5 really strong innings, just 1 hit, but then gives up 2 hits in the top of the 6th inning, a leadoff single, and then followed up by a monster home run from Yadi Limperopoulos.
Well, as you'd mentioned earlier, Penn, you can only keep this offense down for so long. Through 21 games this year, they're averaging almost 8.5 runs a game. Put up double figures in 9 or 10 games this season. So keeping them down for 12-plus innings is pretty impressive.
First pitch swinging for Ben Dahmers is fouled away. It's 0-1 as you take a look at Patrick Kane and his stats on the season. ERA sitting at comfortable just under 3, but hasn't had much work so far. But this is a big spot for him to pitch in, and that one misses low for ball 1. Dahmers on the day is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts looking, and takes that pitch at the knees for strike 2. Dahmers went 6 strong innings in game number 1. The 1-2 away for ball 2. The 2-2 is grounded over to short. The short hop throw from Irons is into the right field, or out of play. It's still in play, and the runner gets to second base, and Carter Irons, that's his 11th error on the season. He leads the team in errors. He's had a couple of times where he just completely overthrows the ball. That is now the 3rd error in the game for Carroll, 6 on the day. And that puts a runner in scoring position and nobody out. And that is a big run out there to try and take the lead for Penn.
Dahmers was flying down the line in that situation. I don't know if Irons looked up and saw how fast he was going and rushed the throw, but that was going to be a really close play, even if the throw was on line.
First pitch swinging and making the catch is Newhouser for the first out of the inning as Micah Kindle down on 1 pitch. He swung his bat with 1 hand there, and no good results typically happen when you swing like that, and he gets a pop out to Newhouser. Strands the runner at second base for now with 1 out for Dalton Zoltansky.
That ball to pop up to Newhouser wasn't nearly as far as the one Carroll got the double on earlier, but you could tell he was struggling with it. He was kind of dancing around a little bit and backing up as he made the catch, and afterwards he looked up, and that wind's playing havoc with pop-ups to the right side.
Zoltansky is 0 for 2 on the day. And he takes that pitch outside for ball 2. He's got a runner at second base to try and drive in here and give Penn the lead. And Patrick Kane on the mound trying to keep it right where it's at. The 2-0 is hit into the air to right field, and that will get down, and it's a base hit. And the runner will be waved around. That is Dahmers. He will score. It's an RBI double for the Kingsmen. And it's 4-3, and just like that in this inning, they score 3 runs and take the lead.
As we mentioned just a little bit ago in this inning, you're not going to keep this offense in check for 14 straight innings. And Penn has figured it out, and they continue to put the ball in play. They're hitting the ball hard and now have a 4-3 lead.
They make the error from Carter Irons pay even more so, as a 2-base error will go as an unearned run against Cade. And that pitch is fouled back and out of play for Jackson Trineri, who is 0 for 1 on the day, was hit by a pitch back in the 5th. So Penn now scoring 4 runs in this inning. And that ball is fouled and out of play.
And the Carroll bullpen is starting to scurry around down there. Looks like it's number 15, Jace Richards, getting up, just starting to get loose.
But Kane here is ahead 0-2. The pitch is grounded over to third. Fitzpatrick will throw to first. It's offline, but did he put the tag down? Yes, he did. It'll go as a fielder's choice. The runner moves to third with 2 outs. And back to the top of the lineup for Mason Bernacki, who has been pretty much unstoppable to get to first base today. He's reached 6 times.
Number 17, Mason Bernacki.
I don't know if you've ever heard the term in baseball, respect 90. Both these teams respect 90. Penn gets just a routine ground ball to third, and he was busting it down the line. Carroll does the same thing. It's really good to see high school athletes that are coached well and respect the game and play the game hard.
And Bernacki lines up all into center field going back, and it's over the head of the center fielder. And that will score the 5th run of the game for the Kingsmen. And that is the 2nd double of the inning and the 3rd extra base hit just of this inning for the Kingsmen. They lead at 5-3 on the double from Mason Bernacki.
Third baseman, number 5, Grady Harrell.
Richards kind of heating it up a little bit quicker down there in the bullpen right now.
And Grady Harrell will climb in, swings at the first pitch, over to first base. Newhouser will have to put it in his pocket, as probably should have been Geiger's ball, but it was going to be a tough play nonetheless. I don't think they would have gotten an out of it. Now runners at the corners with 2 outs.
That brings up hard
Number
for
3,
not the
Dangerous
guy
hitter.
you want to see at the plate in this situation.
Runners at the corners and 2 outs. Hartford at the plate. And there goes the runner off to second base, and the throw will not be made. It's a stolen base for Bernacki, his 2nd of the day. Apologies, Harold down to second base. That's his first stolen base of the day. Now there's 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs.
Had Nichols caught that clean and thrown through, I think Bernacki was looking at stealing home.
I think that was part of the play there.
He was coming down the line real hard.
2-0. Swing and a miss, and Hartford was looking to put an exclamation point on his day with that swing.
Come on, Beto.
He's still ahead 2 balls and 1 strike. And Kane will step off as the runner on second base, Harrell, has to tie his shoe. Kingsman coming into this inning just 1 hit in game number 2, but they've got 5 hits in this inning. 4 have gone for extra bases. And they take a 5-3 lead over the Carroll Chargers. The 2-1 is skied into the air to left field. Going back is Swoverlin. He's having trouble finding it, and it will drop on the warning track, and that's going to score 2. It is 7-3 as Swoverlin lost it in the sun. It drops in between him and the center fielder. And that's now the 5th extra base hit in the inning for the Kingsmen. And they're trying to put this game out of reach here in the top of the 6th inning.
Rhett's had a really nice day defensively out there, but I think he'd be the first to tell you he should have got back and caught that ball. That ball landed on the warning track. It was a high fly ball. He had time to get there. He just kind of misread it off the bat and didn't think it was going to go as far as it did.
And Kellums had really no idea where the ball was either. The center fielder, he couldn't quite help out Swoverlin. It landed basically right in the middle of both of them on the warning track. So now 6 runs in the inning for the Kingsmen. And Kane gets a nasty swing and a miss there for Bentley Baird, who is the 9th hitter of the inning. He led off the inning with a base hit on the first pitch he saw from Kellen Harrison. The 0-2 is upstairs for ball 1. Kellen Harrison was a starting pitcher in game number 2, was rolling through 5 innings. Gave up just 1 hit and 1 run. The 1-2 check swing and did not go. But he threw 2 pitches in the top of the 6th inning here, a base hit and a home run. And he was relieved by Patrick Kane, and since then, some defensive miscues, and the Kingsmen have taken control at 7-3. The 2-2 is hit into center field. That's down. It's a base hit. Runner being waved around, and he will score. It's 8-3 on the RBI single from Bentley Baird.
That's Baird's 2nd hit of the inning. Came in with 1 hit for the game, Penn did. And you got a guy now that's got 2 hits in an inning. So got 13s coming in to run for him. That's Caleb Sapinski.
As Yadi Liparopoulos, who also has a hit in this inning as well. It was a monster home run to center field to tie the game at 3. And that will hit Liparopoulos. He'll reach for the 2nd time in the inning, and Kane has just kind of lost his control here. As we'll see if Richards will come into the game, as Coach Dave Ginder is coming out to talk to Kane, and it looks like Jace Richards is going to come into this game in a game that the Chargers were in control 3-1 coming into this inning. But the Kingsmen have scored 7 in the inning. They lead at 8-3. And another pitching change for the Chargers. We'll be right back on the Chargers Sports Network.
In to pitch for the Chargers, number 15, Jace Richards.
Jackson, he should transfer from
I think he's academically eligible.
Really? So 1 more year after, what, 17 years, about the last year, right? Yep.
Back here on the Chargers Sports Network, and the 2nd pitching change of the inning for the Chargers, as the Kingsmen have broken it wide open. It's 8-3, and Jace Richards is working for the 2nd time this week. He pitched against Homestead. With 2 innings, allowed 4 hits and 4 earned runs, but he did have 4 strikeouts.
Richard making his team leading 9th appearance of the season. He's got a 1-0 record with a 4.20 ERA. 15 innings pitched and 27 strikeouts. So 27 to 8 strikeout to walk ratio is pretty good. Those 4 runs against Homestead kind of ballooned that ERA.
Comes in with 2 on and 2 out. And Ben Dahmers climbs in for the second time. He reached on an air and came around to score. And that misses downstairs. It's 2-0. To a pitch from Richards is fouled back. It's 2-1 now.
Sit back on it.
As the Kingmen have taken full control of game number 2, they lead up by 5 runs after coming into the inning down by 2. That's in there for a strike. It's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on and 2 out. Richards trying to get out of the inning. And that one misses downstairs. Nichols kept it in front of him, but not far enough as the runner will advance to third. As Spinsky, the pinch runner, will get to third. Runners at the corners and 2 outs. 3-2. There goes the runner to second. It's in there, called strike 3. That'll end the inning, but not before all the damage was done. 7 runs come across, and the Kingsmen lead at 8-3 as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning here on the Chargers Sports Network.
Taking pitch for the Kingsmen, number 39, Anthony Blancardi.
Back here on the Chargers Sports Network, we'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning in a game that has been flipped on its head. Carroll led for the first 5 innings of play, but in the top of the 6th inning, the Kingsmen scoring 7 times, and they lead it 8-3. And a new pitcher for the Kingsmen now with a pretty comfortable lead will be Anthony Blancardi, a sophomore for the Kingsmen at 6 feet. He's a right-hander, and he'll face 7, 8, and 9 in the Charger order. The Chargers have quite a hole to climb out of, down by now 5 runs. They've got 6 outs to work with.
We saw a comeback in game 1, but they were only down 1. This is a little bigger hole to climb out of.
The first pitch to the leadoff batter, Blake Fitzpatrick, is in for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 from Blancardi, a good breaking ball for strike 2. Kingsmen trying to split this doubleheader. Would be the 3rd time that they've split a doubleheader this season. The 0-2. Is hit on the ground to third, and that will go off the glove of the third baseman, Carroll, and into left field. It will be, I'll rule that an error.
Not sure how long of a leash they're going to let Blancardi have. We got some action in the Penn bullpen. Number 33, Colton Breeden, is up.
And Jace Richards will bat in the DH spot and grounds the ball into right field, a base hit. 2 on and now nobody out. So Richards came in to pitch in the top of the inning. And then he hits for himself, sees 1 pitch, lines it into right field. And the Chargers have something cooking here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So now 2 on and nobody out for Aiden Corzine, who has had a terrific day. Fielder's choice RBI in the second and a base hit back in the fourth.
Aiden finds his way on here. We flip the order to the top. Could be a big inning for the Chargers. Big spot for the senior.
Blancardi taking his time. Looks back the runner at second and now fires the first pitch to Corzine and hit hard, but foul into the batting cages down the right field line. So it's 0-1 for Aiden Corzine. Blancardi looks back the runner at second and delivers the 0-1 pitch, and that's downstairs for ball 1. Some action in the bullpen for the Kingsmen, as you see there. Colton Breeden is up and warming. The 1-1. His swing and a miss. A high fastball there from Blancardi. Got the chase, and Corzine down 1-2.
Corzine steps out, looks down to Coach Ginder, and Coach Ginder doesn't even make eye contact. He's looking at the base runners and the fielders. There's no play on here.
1-2 to Corzine, and that is up high. Tried the same pitch, but Corzine laid off. It's 2-2.
He hit that first ball foul to the right side, but if he can find that hole between the first and second baseman, it's pretty large.
Blancardi looking back the runner at second and delivers a 2-2. And Corzine check swing, went around, strike 3 for the first out of the inning.
Nice job, young man.
So now with 1 out, the top of the lineup, 2 up is Adler Kellums. He's 0 for 3. He's hit the ball hard a couple of times, though, but he struck out in the second. Chance here with 2 on and 1 out now. First pitch to Kellums is lined into center field, but right there is Bernacki for the second out of the inning. So Kellums has hit the ball hard, but nothing to show for it. He's 0 for 4 in the game.
Number 6.
And here's Riley Geiger.
Riley Geiger.
He's hit the ball really hard his last 4 plate appearances. He's got 2 hits to show for it. And comes in with runners on first and second and 2 outs. Carroll down by 5. First pitch to Geiger in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Looks like the defense has shifted a little bit for Penn. The right fielder's probably two cut links of the lawnmower to his left, playing a little bit more towards the line than they have been all day.
The 0-1. In there for a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-2. So
Geiger, the last 4 times, has hit the ball hard. 3 of them right into that right field area.
first 2 Chargers have reached, and now the second 2 have gone down on outs, and that one misses outside for ball 1. Geiger trying to pick up his teammates here. 1-2. The 1-2. And down on strikes is Geiger, and Blancardi gets out of it. The first 2 reach, but the next 3 go down. As we will go to the top of the 7th, Penn leads at 8-3.
We encourage you to make a trip to the concession stand and look at our Tips for Timmerman campaign. John is a former player and coach, and his family has recently gotten some hard news with tough medical diagnosis. We would like to support our own, and you can help. Please head to the concession stand and read about the Timmerman story.
Back on the Charter Sports Network, we'll go to the top of the 7th inning, and Carroll down 8-3 after the Kingsmen scoring 7 at the top of the 6th inning. Jace Richards is back out on the mound, got the final out of the 6th, and he will face the bottom part of the order at 7, 8, and 9. First pitch to the pitcher, Blancardi, who gets his first at-bat of the day. He's down 0-2. Takes the spot of Micah Kendall. That one misses inside. It's 1-2. Now Richards working quickly out of the windup, and that one misses downstairs for ball 2. Wonder if that's just kind of the MO of this pitching staff. Out of the windup, they're working really quickly. The 2-2 in there, called strike 3. And Richards gets his back-to-back strikeouts. He got Dahmers to get the final out of the top of the 6th, and now gets Blancardi down looking. And here's Dalton Zoltansky at an RBI double in the 6th inning, otherwise is 0-2.
Action in the Carroll bullpen is Kyle Young, number 21, just starting to get loose, just in case.
And for Carroll, probably using more pitchers than they wanted to, especially with the schedule they have coming up. This is their 4th game of this week already, and they will play 4 more next week. They'll play 5 games next week. They play Snyder on Monday, and they'll play at Parkview Field on Tuesday. As that ball's lined into right field, that'll get down and go into Corzine's glove. The throw to second is not in time. It's a 1-out double for Dalton Zoltansky. And they'll bring in Jackson Trenary. So they'll play Snyder on Monday. They'll play Homestead on Tuesday, Homestead again on Thursday. Then they have a doubleheader on Saturday against Huntington North. There's a lot of innings that this Charger pitching staff is going to have to figure out in the next couple of days or so, as Trenary comes up empty on the first pitch.
There might be an announcement Monday morning, all-school announcement calling for arms.
Pitcher tryouts potentially. You only got so many arms. You know, high school ball, everybody can say that they're a pitcher, but certainly want to use your best guys. These are important games that Carroll like to build momentum heading in to sectional play in a couple of weeks. And the 0-2 was swing and a miss for strike 3, and that is now the 3rd strikeout of the day for Richards.
Center fielder number 17, Mason.
He's gotten 3 outs in this game. All have been strikeouts, and that goes to his stats as well. He is a strikeout-heavy guy. And this guy is going to be hard to strike out, though. Mason Bernacki, who has reached 4 times in this game, reached 3 times in game number 1. The 0-1, a big cut on that one. He's falling behind 0-2.
Allen County auditor might want to get out here and charge him property tax for the baseline. My gosh, the guy's living out there.
Richards trying to strike out the side after the double. The 0-2 upstairs for ball 1. Richards has his sign and the 1-2 into the dirt for ball 2. Well, Richards has now pitched in 16 innings and he has 30 strikeouts. 2-2 is skied into the air into shallow right. Who's got it? Geiger is going out, and it goes over his head, and that'll get into right field, and that'll hit the runner. A collision at second base. The run scores. It's 9-3. Geiger called everybody off, but he really didn't have a beat on it. Good base running there from Bernacki. The throw goes to second. Everybody collides. The run scores 9-3.
Another situation with the wind blowing out. The outfielder's got to come in and get that ball. I don't care if the second baseman is calling it. That is your ball until you cannot get to it. So I don't know if he couldn't get to it or if he was just letting up because Geiger was calling for it. But with the wind and the way you've seen it carry all day, as an outfielder, you got to come get that baseball.
Here's Grady Harrell with the runner on second and 2 outs. He's ahead 2 balls and no strikes. Carroll is 1 for 3 on the day. Two 0. Swing and a miss. 2-1 the count here with 2 outs, runner on second. The pitch from Richards is fouled back, and it's 2-2. Carroll will have 3, 4, 5 in the inning, now trailing it by 6 runs for the moment, but there's a runner on second. As that misses inside, it's a full count for Grady Harrell, who will try and drive in another run. He drove in a run in the 6th inning. The payoff pitch is fouled down the third baseline. Who's got it, and it will land foul. Blake Fitzpatrick gave it a look, but it hit the bleachers down the third baseline. And we'll do it again. See the ball there, it landed on the, hit the bleachers, you could hear it, then bounced out. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. So now all the outs for Jace Richards have been via strikeout. They get a run on a miscommunication play for Carroll, and they're now down 9-3 with 3 outs to play with. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th on the Chargers Sports Network.
Bobby. Place is called Casa Grill or something, like 3 miles away. Serves all kinds of food. You guys usually stop after Dan? You guys usually stop and get something to eat?
No, we gotta get back.
What?
Dog.
We got our neighbors let ours out.
No, we do too, but they had to leave after, they had to leave at 1 o'clock, so we gotta go.
Our neighbors just let ours out.
Back on the Chargers Sports Network, and the Kingsmen trying to close it out and salvage game number 2 after dropping game 1 on walk-off fashion. 4-3, Carroll won it.
Number 7,
But the
Rex
Kingsmen
Logan.
took a 7-run 6th inning and have rolled it all the way here to the 7th inning. Carroll down to their last 3 outs. It'll be Swoverlin, Nichols, and Newhouser in the inning. Blancardi back out to pitch, and the first pitch is skied into center field. Bernacki has the beat on it for 1 pitch and 1 out, and the Chargers are down to their final 2.
Catcher number 20, Cooper Nichols.
As the catcher, Cooper Nichols, will climb in. Struck out 5 times today, but did earn himself a sac fly his last at-bat, so at least put the ball in play. But had a really good battle against Kendall and takes a strike for the first pitch. A check swing right to the second baseman, makes the catch, and excuse me, pop out to Zoltansky, and it quickly 2 outs, and the Chargers are down to their final out.
Number 12, first baseman Eli Newhouser.
Eli Newhouser, the final hope for the Chargers. He's 2 for 3 today, a single and a double. He was stranded both times. First pitch to Newhouser misses up and away for ball 1. The 1-0. And Newhouser hits it on the ground to second base. Zoltansky underneath the glove, and Newhouser will reach. The Chargers stay alive for at least one more batter with 2 outs, down by 6 runs in the 7th. It'll go as an E4. And Carter Irons will climb in.
Shortstop, number 8, Carter Irons.
After this game here today, Penn has just 6 more games on their schedule. All but one are conference games where they're currently have not lost a conference game. First pitch to Carter Irons misses downstairs for ball 1.
It's hard to believe sectionals are going to be upon us in just a couple weeks.
These games will be streamed here on the Charger Sports Network, as will the softball sectionals. The 1-0 is waiting as Irons calls timeout. Runner on first and 2 outs here in the 7th. Loncardi fires in a strike. It's 1-1. And the 1-1 from Blancardi, and is hit on the ground. Back to Blancardi, flip to first. He'll take it himself in time, and that will end the game. As the Chargers and the Kingsmen split a doubleheader on this Saturday afternoon. The Chargers win it in walk-off fashion in Game 1, but the Kingsmen use a 7-run sixth and win it 9-3 in a game they had 1 hit through 5 innings.
Take away that 1 inning, and Carroll played these guys toe-to-toe today. Nothing to be ashamed of. Penn comes in ranked 4th in the state with an 18-3 record, and Carroll didn't back down. They pitched well. 1 inning kind of did them in, but other than that, Carroll pitched well. They mostly defended well and got some timely hitting.
Have a great weekend.
And that will do it here for the Charger Sports Network, but we'll be back here on Monday and Tuesday as the Chargers are back in action against Snyder and Homestead. I want to thank Dan Ginder for allowing me to come back and call a few games here for the Charger Sports Network, as we thank you for listening. Thank you to our camera help today and our guys back into the studio for all their work as well. For Jim Kressel, I've been Gavin Worrell. We will see you on Monday night here from Charger Field.